Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Gananam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvanno Divisi Dasadanam Mahaganapataye Namaha. Prano Devi Saraswati Vajabhirvajinivati Dhinam Vitriyavatu Vagdevyai Namaha. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddhajnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Stapakaya cha dharmasya Sarvadharmaswarupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te Namaha. Jananim Saradam Devi Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badharayanam Sutra Bhashya Krito Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Yairime Guru Bhipurvam Padavakya Pramanataha Vyakhyata Sarva Vedantaha Tanityam Pranatosmyaham. Tattvamasi Shvetaketo is the revelation of the Veda Pramanam, which says that each individual happened to be a Nitya Muktaha from Parichinnatva. Each individual happened to be Nitya Triptaha, Nitya Shuddhaha, Nitya Amrutaha. Is the revelation of the Veda Pramanam. And the question came whether this Pramanam is valid or not. How we can depend upon this revelation of the Veda unless we verify whether Veda is a Pramanam, whether the Veda is a valid source of knowledge. So we have to understand various sources of knowledge in our human pursuits. Sources of knowledge is discussed in a science called epistemology. Millions of years before, our forefathers have classified all those ideas. So it is called epistemology, wherein various sources of knowledge are classified, proved as valid sources of knowledge. Knowledge is valid, only sources of knowledge are valid. So, Pramanajanya Prama. Prama means knowledge. Pramana means of knowledge or source of knowledge, instrument of knowledge, whatever way you can understand. Pramanajanya Prama. This Prama is meant for whom? Not for an inert object. Knowledge is meant for only a living being. So there is a Pramata. There is a Pramanam, instrument of knowledge, or source of knowledge, or means of knowledge. And there is a Prama, knowledge. Knowledge about what? That object of knowledge is called Prameyam. So 4 words you have to remember. Pramata, the subject of knowledge, for whom knowledge is required. Prameyam, the object of knowledge, about which the knowledge is gained. Pramanam, the instrument of knowledge. Prama, the knowledge itself. So, Pramata, Pramanene, Prameyasya, Rupam Vindati, which happens to be Prama. Pramata, Prameyasya, Pramanena Rupam Vindati. A living being knows through a valid source of knowledge about an object. That knowledge is called Prama. Prameyasya Jnanam Prama. So, how many Pramanani are there? How many sources of knowledge are there? Is the question. As many requirement of knowledge, so many sources of knowledge. So, how many knowledge we want in our life? So, they have classified the very knowledge itself into 6 main categories. So, one by one we will see. For every living being, one blessing is given in the form of Pratyaksha Pramanam. First source of knowledge is Pratyaksha Pramanam. Not only for human being, for every living being. Pratyaksha Pramanam. What do you mean by that? Direct perception. Pratyaksha means direct perception. So, to perceive the object in front of you, you need an instrument. So, how many objects are there in the creation? Only 5 objects are in the creation. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. You cannot have one more object than this. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. In the universe, only 5 objects are there. Only 5 objects are there. First object is space, Akasha. Second object is Vayu, air. Third object is fire. Fourth object is waters. Fifth object is Prithvi, mud. So the tangibility of these objects will be increasing. Akasha is most intangible, not available for even seeing. What you see as blue sky, there is nothing called blue sky. It's an erroneous perception. So Akasha is not available for eye's perception. Then Vayu. That also is not available for eye's perception. You cannot see it, but you can feel it. Then Agni, fire. You can see it, feel it, touch it. then waters. You can feel, touch, see and taste. Then Prithvi, smell. You can feel, touch, smell, everything. So tangibility will be increasing from Akasha to Prithvi. Understand? Similarly, to know these 5 objects, 5 sense organs are given for every individual. Not only for human being, for all beings. Through ears, we come to know sound, which happen to be the quality of Akasha. Through skin, we come to know touch, sparsha, which happen to be the quality of air. Through eyes, we come to know forms and colors, which happen to be the quality of Agni. Through tongue, we come to know the taste of the object, which happen to be the quality of attribute of waters. Through nose, we come to know about the smell, which happen to be the quality of earth. Understand? So 5 objects in the creation. To recognize their presence, 5 sense organs as the means of knowledge or instrument of knowledge. So these 5 are independent in their own field. Each sense organ is independent in their own field. What do you mean by independent? In their absence, you will lose the knowledge of the relevant object. In the absence of one instrument, you will lose the relevant knowledge of that object. They have their own field of operation. Eyes will operate only in the field of forms and colors. Nose will operate only in the field of smell. You cannot interchange them. So each have their own field of operation. Therefore, they are independent. You cannot change their operations field. Therefore, you cannot verify one sense organ's validity by another sense organ. You cannot ask your eyes to verify the knowledge given by the ears. Please see whether the sound belongs to a bird or a mobile phone. You cannot say that. So each sense organ is independent. Each sense organ has its own field of operation, therefore cannot be interchanged with the fields of other sense organs. Therefore cannot be verified also its validity. Once it is not available for verification, neither you can prove it is wrong, nor you can negate it. Understand? If eyes shows an object as a black object, you cannot ask your nose to verify. Therefore, you cannot negate it, nor you can prove it. You cannot negate it as it is wrong, nor you can prove it and accept it as it is right, because it is not valid at all. Understand? So final word is whatever the eyes show, that's all. Understand? Whatever eyes shows is final. With regard to the rupa, with regard to the forms and colors, whatever eyes shows is a final. With regard to the shabda, whatever ears show is final. With regard to smell, whatever nose shows is final. With regard to taste, whatever the taste buds in the tongue shows is the final. Understand? You cannot interchange their field of operations, nor you can verify, nor you can deny, nor you can prove. And more importantly, one instrument of knowledge is not a threat to the another instrument of knowledge. So they don't quarrel at all. Each one is different. You can use it or deny the utility. like Gandhari. Gandhari denied the utility of ice. So she tied her eyes. That's all. So she lost the possibility of knowing the form of anything, the color of anything. That particular knowledge, Rupa Jnanam, is absent for her. Understand? So they are valid sources of knowledge. You have only one option. You can use it or deny utility. You cannot prove they are wrong, nor you can deny it, nor you can avoid it. When you open your eyes, whatever is there, you will see it. When your ears are available, along with the mind, whatever sound is there in the external world, you will hear it. When your nose are available, you cannot avoid mother's cooking smell. Even though it may disturb you when you are in meditation and mother is cooking there, nice masala vada is going on. So you cannot say, my dear nose, please don't smell it. If the object of perception is there and senses are available for activity, then the knowledge comes automatically. You cannot change it. Suppose you don't like black color, and I show the black color of a cloth. You cannot say, I don't like black cloth, please show it to me as white cloth or yellow cloth or something. Understand? So this is called a primary source of knowledge. It's called primary source of knowledge. Pratyaksha pramanam is the primary source of knowledge. Upajivya pramanam, swata pramanyam. Like that they will tell. Whatever the sense organs reveals is final. Therefore it is called a primary source of knowledge. You cannot verify its validity, therefore it is called swata pramanya pramanam. Swataha pramanyam. Like, am I here? Am I here when I ask? To ask this itself, I should be there. So, swata pramanyam. Whether a cat is there in my house or not, I have to see through eyes or hear its sound, then I can say. So, its existence depends upon my sense organs. Correct? But my existence depends upon not my sense organ. That is called swata pramanyam, primary source, valid source. You cannot negate it, and available for all living beings in various measures. Now the question comes, whether the world we are seeing is really exists, or it exists because we are seeing. Because there are two possibilities. There is a world which exists and I see it because it exists. And there is another world which doesn't exist, but I see it, therefore it exists. Understood? I repeat again. There is an external world which exists, therefore I see it through my sense organs. There is another external world, because I see it, it exists. Dream world. Dream world doesn't exist. Its existence is because of my perception. Jagrat world exists in spite of my perception capacity. Understand? You got the point? One is Jagrat Jagat, another is Swapna Jagat. Jagrat Jagat exists in spite of me. Swapna Jagat exists because of me. Now the question is whether this Jagrat Jagat comes under first category or second category. Whether it exists, therefore I see, or because I see it exists. So always we accept, no, it exists. Whether you see it or not, it exists. It doesn't depend upon your individual whimsical thoughts. So entire objective world exists and we come to know its nature by these 5 sense organs. Correct? Next question is, this much only world? Only 5 objects? This much knowledge only I require to survive in this world? Because this knowledge helps me to survive. That's why it is very important. If my eyes don't work, my survival is in threat. If skin doesn't work, my survival is in threat. Because even when a scorpion or a snake moves on my body, I will not be aware of it. So my survival is a threat. If fire burns my skin, if my skin doesn't have that capacity to know, my survival is in threat. Similarly sound, similarly taste. Whether it is a poison or not, I should know. Understand? So whether this 5 knowledge only is required for my survival is the question. Then our eldest told, no. There are so many things are there. Then how to know all of them? How many are there? How many are there? Again he told 5 are there. Another 5. Panchabhutas 5. Pratyaksha Pramanam 5. Pratyaksha Pramanam means direct perception, primary Pramanam, primary source of knowledge. Now, secondary source of knowledge are 5. First one is Anumanam, inference. You infer. You infer something with the help of Pratyaksha. The stock example they will give Parvataha, Vanniman, Dhumavatvad. Mountain is on fire. How can you say that? You have not seen the fire. No, I am seeing the smoke. I see the smoke, therefore I come to know not about smoke. Knowledge of the smoke is perception, direct pramanam. But knowledge of the Agni, Vanni, is indirect knowledge. So, anumiyate anena iti anumanaha. So, how can you connect smoke and fire? You cannot say, I see a flower, therefore there must be an elephant. What is the connection between your seeing a flower and the presence of elephant? Now what you say, I see smoke, therefore there must be fire. So you have to connect it. Yata mahanashe, in a cooking place, in kitchen, you find the coexistence of both of them. Wherever smoke is there fire is there. Not other way around. Wherever fire is there is no need for smoke, gas stove. But wherever smoke is there, fire must be there. This knowledge is called Vyapti Jnanam. Wherever smoke is there, fire is there, this knowledge is called Vyapti Jnanam, born out of direct perception. You have undergone already, it is in your remembrance. So keeping that knowledge in your mind, now you are acquiring new knowledge, Parvataha Vandiman. Understood? So locus of the knowledge is Parvatam. Locus of the knowledge is Parvatam. In mountain there is a smoke, therefore in my kitchen there is a fire, you don't say. In mountain only fire also is there. Because both should be coexisting. How can you say this? This example, which is called Vyapti Jnana. Vyapti Jnana means example. No, whenever smoke is there, fire must be there. I have seen that. That example is born out of direct perception. Understand? So here one portion is because of direct perception, another portion is because of inference. It is called inference. Anumana means inference. You infer. There is a sound on the road, I say a car goes. How can you know that? Already I have experienced the co-presence of car and its sound. A roaring comes to my ears, immediately I say there is a lion. Understand? So one part of the knowledge is already gained, which is in the memory, and another part of the knowledge is newly gained by inference. So therefore, through pratyaksham, you gain anumanam. Understand? Inference it is called. These are all there, we are using it in our day-to-day life. Animal also has the inference capacity. It infers. Pashwadibhischa avisheshat. Shankaracharya writes in Brahma Sutra Bhashyam. Pashwadibhischa avisheshat. This inference is there within Pashu also. You show a bundle of grass, Pashu comes near to you. You hide the bundle of grass and shows a stick, Pashu goes back from you. Why? You show a biscuit, dog comes to you. You show a stick, dog runs away from you. Why? This is an inference. Because it has experienced the utility of a grass and it is a food. That is a lazy cow. When it perceives a bundle of grass, it comes. Once the perception changes, and when it sees a stick in your hand, in the same hand, immediately it goes back. That means what? The stick is equal to painful beating, the grass is equal to wonderful eating. Correct? So that already that knowledge is there. So it infers, then it acts accordingly. So anumanam is there for all living beings to some extent. Anumana vastu is in present tense. Anumana vastu in present tense means Agni is inferred and in present tense, even though it is not seen in present tense. Understand? Second one is Artha Apattihi. Arthapattihi, presumption, postulation. Another variety of inference only, but about the past tense. As even you get up and come out of your home, the entire street was flooded. You see in the present tense the flooded road. Then you say, there must be rain yesterday night. You have not seen the raining, but still you say, there was a raining. So you gain the knowledge about the rain by seeing the present thing about the past. Artha apattihi. Arthasya apattihi anyatha anupapattau. Otherwise not possible. My house is in drowning condition. This much water how can I get unless there is a rain? So the object of inference is in past tense. In postulation, you presume what happened in the past. If the knowledge is about the present thing, through inference, it is called inference. If it is The knowledge about the past thing through inference, it is called a postulation or presumption. There is a Devadattaha. In Shastra, there are some examples, human beings. Devadattaha, Vishnudattaha, Shivadattaha, like that they will tell. There is a person called Devadattaha. So he has taken a vow that 48 days I will not eat any food. So people wonder how 48 days without eating, how can a person get? So they thought after 1 week he will be tired, after 15 days he will be hospitalized, after 21 days he may require ventilation, like that. But this fellow is not at all getting tired, not losing any weight. So they wondered. He completed 48-day fasting, full of enthusiasm and vigor. How it is? Even though you don't see him eating, he should have eaten, full of enthusiasm and vigor. So people wonder how. So they asked him, 48 days without eating, how can a person get? How it is? No, I don't eat food. I eat only prasad. Prasadam is not food. Prasadam can be anything. Alright, what prasad you ate? Nothing. Half kilo soji, rava. Half kilo of ghee. Half kilo of sugar. I asked them to prepare and offer to Hanumanji, and I ate Hanumanji's prasad. Even though you don't see him eating, he should have eaten. You never saw this 48 days he ate. Then he says, I always take food only in midnight, and that too prasad only. So Devadattaha Ratrau Bhunkte. Understand? So Arthasya Apattihi, it is called. Then third is Upamanam, illustration, comparison, similarity. You come to know by comparing that one with another one. As even you go, suddenly one big bulky animal comes. What it is? Bison. Bison means like our water buffalo. Not water buffalo. This is called bison. It's a knowledge, not by perception, but by example. Understand? Who is he? He is the father of so and so. That fellow, you know already, he is in your memory, and you connect that fellow with this person, so you gain knowledge about this person. Understand? Purusharshabha. Purushanam Rishabha Purusharshabha. He is a bull among the human beings. He is a pillar of the organization. These are all called what? Upaman. Examples are comparison or illustration. Third one is Upamana. Fourth one is Anupalabdhihi. Non-perception, it is called. You perceive something, non-perception. Non-cognition. I ask whether go and see Krishnamurti has come or not. You go to that room and say, no, he has not come. How you know? I saw. What you saw? How can you see something which is not there? Eyes can reveal only when something is there. How can you see something is not there? No. Whenever I see there is an object of my perception, since there is no object of my perception, therefore only I say he is not there. Anupalabdhihi. Non-perception, it is called. You perceive something, non-perception. Non-cognition. This is called again one type of inference. All are inference only. 4 types of inference. One is Anumanam. You infer about the present, keeping the coexistence of past in your memory by seeing the second entity in present. Understand? You see a smoke which is in present and infer a fire which is also in the present, but the connection is in the past memory. Seeing the flooded road in the present, infer the rain which happened in the past. Second one. Third one is Upamanam. You infer and come to know about a person keeping the past memory. Understood? Fourth one is you infer and come to know the absence of person keeping the past memory. We know things by these four types of secondary pramana. Fifth one is Shabda Pramanam. Shabda, sound. Shabda Pramanam. Mother says there is a Kailash Manasarovar, minus 30 degrees, beautiful place. No human being, crowd will be there, like that. Then the child asks, how you know, ma? How you know? I read in a book. Let us go and verify it. There is Kailash Manasarovar is the knowledge. You read through Shabda. You come to know through Shabda. All books are Shabda Pramanam only. All books are Shabda Pramanam only. All books. But it is verifiable. And there are certain Shabda Pramanas which are not verifiable. He is your father. Never verifiable. Understood? There is a Kailash Manasarovar, verifiable. He is your father. Never verifiable. This is called Shabda Pramana. In Shabda Pramana itself, Laukika Shabda, Vaidika Shabda. Laukika Shabda means about the object, persons, things in the world. Vaidika Shabdika means about the things, objects which are not available in the world. Swarga, Naraka, Punarjanma, Ishvara, Alaukikam it is called. Therefore Veda Prama. So here, these five I told na, Anumana, Arthapatti, Upamana, Anupalabdhi, Shabda. Five objects, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, five objects are available. Five sense organs are meant for knowing these objects. Understood? Through their help, you can infer, conceive, postulate, presume, understand another five things. Understood? All theories, all scientific inventions, all medicines, all treatments, nothing but inference. Nothing but inference. So you read a ECG, echocardiogram. What do you see there? Only some marks in the paper. Then doctor raises his brows and sees you. Then again he raises his brows and sees you. Then he asks, what doctor, you are seeing a paper and seeing me and wondering about me? It happened with me. Some 15 years before, 2008. Doctor saw a report and sees me. Then finally, that mother asked, Dr. Mother asked, Swamiji, how you are alive? What? I am alive, infant. That's why I am wondering. So she did not accept the report. Then she sent me to second time verification. Again this report came. And first report and second report are same. So she was wondering how it is possible for you to live. Then I told, mother, whether your report is right or not, I am living is the fact. So it is inference. So according to her inference, I should not have lived. So there is a possibility of getting errors in the inference always. So treatment is always error only. That's why it works for somebody or it doesn't work for somebody. The doctor will say, nothing will happen, operation is successful, he will have another 10 years of life. When he comes out, Govinda. Massive heart attack. Gone. So all scientific inventions, these are all stumbling. They stumbled upon certain things through inference. My Acharya Swami used to say about the invention of penicillin. Greatest invention in human history is this penicillin. Otherwise, millions and millions will be gone dying. Because of this penicillin only now human beings are protected from bacteria, So its invention was an accident. He has not invented it. He was doing some other thing. And there was a lot of fungus. Then he found what it is. It is called penicillin. So all scientific concepts, theories, inventions are all come under inference only based on the pratyaksham. So entire inference is pratyaksham. Even Shabda Pramana also pratyaksham. For a person who has gone there in Kailash Manasarovar, when he writes, for him it is pratyaksham. For the reader, it is not pratyaksham, it is Shabda. Understand? So 5 primary sources of knowledge, 5 secondary sources of knowledge. The primary sources of knowledge can never be verified, can never be negated as false, and if you don't use it, you will lose the particular field of knowledge. But the secondary source of knowledge can be verified and negated or proved. E equal to mc square. It's a knowledge arrived through inference. So you can verify it. Kailash Manasarovar is minus 30 degree. For a reader it is a Shabdam, that's all. But he can go and verify and falsify also. These are all available for entire universe. Understand? This much only. The world. Is this only the world of knowledge? The entire knowledge in the world is covered by these 5 plus 5. Our elders said, no, there is another world which is available only for the individual. Internal world. And it is available only for the individual, not for another individual. Pramata alone can know. That is called Sakshi Pratyaksham. 11th one. Sakshi Pratyaksham. How much angry you are, how others can know. How much desire you are having. How much jealousy you have. How much hunger you have. How much pain you have. So it is available only for the knower. That also cannot be verified by others. That also cannot be negated by others. That is called Sakshi Pratyaksham. Samsara comes under in this. Bandhana comes under this. I am in bondage na. Sakshi Pratyaksham. I may laugh outside as though nothing happens. But my sorrow is known to me. My pains are known to me. My desires are known to me. My jealous are known to me. My hunger is known to me. Others can infer if I allow them to know. Understand? So that is called Sakshi Pratyaksham. So 5 Pratyaksham, 5 Anumanam, 1 Sakshi Pratyaksham. How many now? 11. Up to this, all philosophers agree. Scientists agree. Because it's a question of knowledge, na? Epistemology. Understood? Like biology, psychology, physiology, zoology, like that. Logy, it is another logy, that is epistemology, a department of knowledge. So with this, everyone agrees. The next level, about the alaukika vastu, some agree, some don't agree. What are all those alaukika vastus? Alaukika means not belong to this world. Laukika means which belong to the world. All the 11 items will reveal only what are all belonging to this world. 5 pratyaksha pramana, 5 panchabhutas. 5 anumana pramana, 5 items in the concepts, theories. Correct? Then 1 sakshi pratyaksham having inner world. Everybody agrees. Then what about the existence of Swarga, Naraka, Ishvara, Punya, Papa, Punarjanma? Yeah, what is the utility of all those things? Why should you know? No, it affects my life. If I know that whatever I do, I will have to reap, either now or hereafter, then I will sow only proper things. Whatever you sow, you reap is the logic in the world. If the same logic extends to another existence also, if that is the factual knowledge I know, then I have to be very careful in sowing. So a human being has to know whether the possibility of existence after the death of the body. That knowledge is called adrishtam, about the adrishtam. Na drishtam adrishtam. Not available for your perception or inference or sakshi. Surga is not available for sakshi also. Not available for your sense organs. Not available for your inference also. Similarly, Ishvara. You cannot say, I saw Ishvara in that marketplace. You cannot say that. Understood? So these are all alaukikam. Whether they exist or not, if they exist, whether they affect me or not, that is the question. Understood? Yes, it is going to affect you, then I should know it, how it affects me. So karma niyati, punya, papa, punarjanma, Ishvara karma phala dhata, other lokas. All I should know. So that is revealed by Veda Shabda Pramanam. 12th. Now, you come to know 12th Praman. Veda Shabda Praman. This Veda Shabda Pramanam reveals all the alaukika objects in the creation. Religious people alone accept this. Understood? Those who come to religion, they accept it. Scientists don't accept this. Materialistic don't accept this. It's all bluff. Like that they go out. No problem. Because whether to accept a pramanam or not, it is in your control. To accept the eyes as pramanam or not, it is your wish. Only thing is you will lose the knowledge if you don't accept it. That's all. So if you don't accept Veda Pramanam, Veda Shabda Pramanam, you will lose the knowledge about Ishvara, Punya, Papa, Swarga, Naraka, Punarjanma. So the materialist says, I have nothing to do with them. Okay, Dirgha Ishman Bhava, no problem. So religious people accept. Semitic religion also accept. There is a difference between their acceptance and Vedic people's acceptance. Vedic people acceptance varieties. Semitic religion, Islam, Christianity and Judaism, 1 Naraka. We have 7 Narakas, variety. Eternal hell, once you go, you cannot come out. But we have options. You can go, get the jail punishment and come out like that. 1 Swarga, and we have again another 6 Swargas. So varieties we have, they don't have variety. This much only. But they also depend upon Ishvara, Savior, and Punisher, or Rewarder, and rewarded items. Understood? So accordingly, why a terrorist, Islamic terrorist kill? Because he has knowledge which is gained through Shabda, which is in the form of a religious book, which says that these infidels, non-believers should be killed and you will get the reward. It is there. So he believes it, he accepts it. So it becomes a pramana for him. So he acts accordingly. Why a religious person goes for fasting, Ekadashi Vrata? It is there. Veda Shabda. Okay. These are all about the alaukika objects in the creation. They are alaukikam, but objects are. Is much only necessary. Only one says, no, there is another knowledge which is not at all covered so far. No, you have covered all the objects. Panchabhutas you have covered. And what you call Sakshi Pratyaksham you have covered. Inner world you have covered. Alaukika Pratyaksham you have covered. What else is there? One fellow is not covered. One fellow doesn't come in any of these things. Knowledge about that fellow doesn't come in any of this category. That fellow is the Pramata. The knower of all this knowledge doesn't come under any of this field. Understood? The Pramata, that is revealed by 13th Pramanam called Vedanta Shastra Pramanam. Now how many Pramanani? 5 sensory perceptions, 5 inferential knowledge, then 1 Sakshi, then 1 Alaukika through Shabda, Veda Shabda. Last one is about the knower. Knowledge about the knower. This is 13. Some categories has 4. These 5, they put 1 category. Pratyaksham. Why you want 5? All put in Pratyaksham. Next 5 is there. All you put in Anumanam. Sakshi Pratyaksham is there. Third one. Fourth one is Veda. Understood? So varieties of classifications are there, depends upon their importance. But for us, we should know there are so many instruments of knowledge to know so many things. In that, the last one, Vedanta Shastra Pramanam, is unknown to many in the creation. Only a spiritual seeker who wants to gain the knowledge, who wants to verify Tattvamasi Shvetaketu is the valid statement or not, has to catch hold of this 13th one, Vedanta Shabda Pramana. You got the point? So he is bored with all those Pramanas because he is bored with all those objects. Understood? Now his question is, all those 12 Pramanas show me that I am in bondage. Whether it is Pratyaksham or Sakshi Pratyaksham, or Anumanam, Arthapatti, Upalabdhi, Anupalabdhi and Upamanam or Shabda, all show me I am in bondage. Only one Pramanam, Vedanta Pramanam says, I am Nitya Muktaha. Even Veda Shabda shows that I am in bondage. That's why it says, be careful, be afraid of Naraka, Punarjanma, Papa, have desires for Punya, Sarga, Loka. They ascertain the existence of bondage in me. only one pramanam which says, these are all nonsense, pa. Let them be there. But you are not that. It doesn't say nothing is there. It is there. Shabda is there, Sparsha is there, Rasa is there, Gandha is there. But you are not in bondage because of them. Swarga is there, Naraka is there. Punyam is there, Papam is there, Ishvara is there. But you don't have any relevance for them. What, Swami? How you say Vedanta Shabda is Pramanam? How you say Vedanta Shabda is Pramanam? Then Vedantin asks, how you say all these are all Pramanam? Then he says, there is a rule to be a Pramanam. Anadhigate, abadite, arthavate, jnanakarakam, Pramanam. He quotes. Whatever instrument of knowledge helps me in gaining a knowledge which is not known by other sources, which cannot be denied by other sources, and which is useful for me. Anadhigatam. What you gain through eyes, you cannot gain through ears. Anadhigatam. What you gain through inference, you cannot gain through pratyaksham. What you gain through sakshi pratyaksham, you cannot gain through inference. So, all these 11 or 12 you can see. 5 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. 13th you keep, that is Raja. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhya Pramanam it is. Because it is talking about the Pramata. All 12 are talking about Prameyavasti, object of knowledge. Understood? It deals with only objects. Not with the subject of the knowledge. Subject of the knowledge is only one fellow, this fellow. Pramata is called. So 12 are unique. You cannot exchange it. Understood? 5 may be dependent upon another 5, but they are unique. Inference may be dependent upon pratyaksham, but they are unique. You cannot get the knowledge which is gained through inference by pratyaksham. Understood? That's why you have come to inference. All scientific theories are not pratyaksham. Understood? In fact, pratyaksham shows against the scientific theory. Science says the sun is a star, it doesn't move at all. But our perception shows sun is moving. Science says that earth is a planet, it will go on, moves. And our perception is what? We are stable. Science says Akasha doesn't have any color. But perception shows it has a blue color. Understood? So they are all unique knowledge. One cannot be exchanged with another. One cannot be substitute for another also. Understood? Even Veda Shabda is also unique knowledge. You cannot verify or what you call substitute or anything with Punya, Papa, whatever reveals. Understood? So they are Anadhigatam, unique. Abadidam, you cannot negate it. And Arthavat, useful also for your life. Then Vedanti says, apply the same rule. Apply the same rule. Whether Vedanta Shabda Pramanam is Anadhigatam, Abadidam, Arthavat, you apply. And prove that the same scale. To be a Pramanam, this is the condition, na? The same condition I will apply and prove how Vedanta Shabda is Pramanam in knowing the knower. All those are all Pramanam you have established in knowing the Prameyam, object of knowledge. I will establish here. This is Pramanam, Vedanta Shabda is Pramanam in knowing the subject of knowledge about the Pramata, which we will see in the next class. Om ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತ್. ಶ್ರೀರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣಾರ್ಪಣಮಸ್ತು.
सागर तारण कारण हे रघुनंदन बंधन खंडन हे शरणागत किंकर भीतमने शरणागत किंकर भीतमने गुरुदेव दया रहे तुम्ही विष्णु प्रजापति शंकर हे परब्रह्म परात्पर वेद ध्वनि परब्रह्म परात्पर वेद ध्वनि गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने. मनवारण शासन अंकुश हे नर प्राण तरे हरि चाक्षुष हे गुणगान परायण देवगणे गुणगान परायण देवगणे गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने. कुलकुंडलिनी घुमभंजक हे हृदय ग्रंथि विदारण कारक हे मम मानस चंचल रात्र दिने मम मानस चंचल रात्र दिने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने. प्रभाव विमर्दक हे गतिहीन जने तुमी रक्षक हे सिद्ध शंकित वंचित भक्ति धने हित शंकित वंचित भक्ति धने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने तव नाम सदा शुभ साधक हे पतिताधम मानव पावक हे महिमा तव गोचर शुद्ध मणि महिमा तव गोचर शुद्ध मणि गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने मयस गुरु ईश्वर प्रापक हे भवरोग विकार विनाशक हे मन येन रहे तव श्री चरणे मन येन रहे तव श्री चरणे गुरुदेव दया करो दीन जने